Hello everybody, it's Katie Bueller, how are you? So today I'm going to be sharing about, it's called Nature Empath. I'm going to be sharing this, right now I'm sharing it Inspire-Her, but pretty soon I'll be sharing it through Hearts Inspired. So find Hearts Inspired group. It has a heart and it says Hearts Inspired through it with black. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them. But as of right now, I'm going to be telling you about this, and I'm going to be teaching you about all the different empaths. I am an empath myself in a lot of areas, and so I think it's good that we educate others on this, especially because a lot of times growing up this way, you feel like what's going on with you. You don't understand it. So I think it's good that us who do understand it and have studied it can teach others about it. So today I'm going to be focusing on the nature empaths. Right now I have also been diving into the scriptures and the spiritual gifts there, and I'm going to be sharing those, and I'm going to be sharing the clairs, and I'm going to be sharing all the things that I do know so that you all can benefit. So today I am sharing an Inspire-Her. I will be sharing a lot more though in Hearts Inspired. So just go ahead and jump on that. I'll probably click a link below so you can do that. So nature empaths, let me tell you a little bit about nature empaths. Nature empaths like to be surrounded by trees and plants and water, and they like to go hiking, and they feel how the plant is feeling. So some nature empaths are more extreme than others. So let me give you an example. My brother, he grew up with me. He's my older brother. He had lots of plants and lots of animals in his room. He has so many plants that he had to water every day, and it was nonstop. So that would be something nature empath would do. And especially one, if that's their specific gift, they're really their gift, it's a lot. My brother, when he comes to my house, he walks through the door and he I can ask him, hey, what's going on with this plant, this plant, this plant, and he'll tell me. So he empaths it. He feels the plant and he can tell me what's going on with it. A lot of nature empaths can be landscapers. They also might not be. It doesn't mean that they all will be, because some are women and some are mothers, and some there's so many different things, but they can be. My brother is. That's his career. So if you ever want a good landscaper, he's really great. He could tell you what's going on with your plants. He could tell you if they're dead, if they're alive. He literally goes around them and feels their energy as if he's them. I don't have this gift, but it's super amazing. In fact, a couple months ago, we have a Facebook page in our neighborhood, and one of the women was she wrote on the Facebook page, hey Katie, can you get rid of this tree in your yard? If you don't mind, could you get rid of it? And it's I have, I'll show you my backyard. I have mountains. It's so pretty, right? So it was back there in the corner, and it's gone now, and I'll tell you why. So basically what happened was, at first I was a little annoyed. She's literally writing on our Facebook group page for the whole neighborhood to see, and basically asking me to get rid of this tree. And I was just that's so annoying. She should just talk to me in person, because now everybody's chiming in and everybody's saying their opinions, and it's my area. And it was right in between my yard and the yard behind me, and the tree was getting bigger. So she just was hey, can you think about getting rid of it? It's this kind of a tree. It's not healthy, whatever. So right away I was seriously. And because I then had everybody's opinions about my yard. And so I was just kind of a little annoyed. Well, then I called my brother up and I was hey, Chad. So when Chad came over to the next family party, because we do a lot of family parties at my house, now that my mom's not hosting as much, and it's just a lot of work for her. So I had him come over, and I walked outside, and right away he's that's a bad tree, you need to get rid of it. and he told me what the tree would do, that it would spread seeds into all the other yards of the neighborhood, and then it would make them have a ton of weeds. And so I could have chosen to get frustrated and annoyed at this lady, or I could have asked somebody I trusted, and I knew my brother was a nature empath. So right away, like, he got to tell me, and whenever he comes to my house, he like always is like, hey, this is wrong with this, you need to do this with this tree, this with this tree. And he does this with his job, like his landscaping, but people are ignorant and they don't really listen to his advice. And it's super valuable. So if people could understand the depth of like what he gets, it would be really cool, but they just don't. So sometimes they do take his advice, but anytime he comes over now, like the more I've been learning about this gift, the last couple of months I've been calling him and I'm like, hey, I have a question. I'm like, does it really bother you, like what's going on in Australia? And he's like, yeah, it like really upsets me. Like, so for a nature empath, those type of things will really upset them. The animals, the land that's getting burned, like all of that type of stuff. And then he said, in fact, there's like this goal for this area where there's all these tree frogs, and the city is trying to get rid of it, and they're wanting to build houses. And I've been calling the city over and over and over, and he's like relentless. Like, he does not want houses going in there. And to him, he thinks there's too many people in the world, and there needs to be more plants and animals and like earth, and we need to not destroy it. And like he is very passionate about this. And so that is an earth empath. So they literally feel it. When the seasons are changing, it'll affect them. They'll feel the seasons changing. The moon cycles, they'll feel those things. And actually this lady, this is why I told you her story. It's super cool. So this lady down the street, she's also the same lady who walks through our neighborhood and she picks up garbage on the ground. So you guys, she's an earth empath. She feels sadness when people throw and litter and do this and that. And so they'll often feel like the earth and the sadness in it, or the happiness. And so it's a super cool gift. And I just think that it's so empowering to know this knowledge, because then you can respect other people's gifts and like help them help the world. Like, my brother is so good at what he does. And obviously he's not going to like go to somebody's house and tell them if a tree's bad, because he charges for what he does. He has to provide for his family. But like, if somebody needed a landscaper, he's a great choice, because he feels the trees and the plants in your yard, and he can tell you like if it's starting to die, where I would never notice that, he would notice. He could tell you how to fix it right away. And it's like they speak to him, so he feels the plant as if he's it. Like, and I said, do they talk to you? And he's like, yeah, it's kind of like a language, but it's a vibration. So that is the nature empath. And my neighbor is that too. So instead of getting frustrated with her like saying that, she totally like helped me and helped the neighborhood. But I didn't know that until I asked my brother. And then I started realizing like, oh my gosh, she walks like around the neighborhood weekly and sometimes even daily, and she's always picking up garbage from the earth. And to her, it like makes, like, she wants the earth to be beautified, and it like matters to her. So we need people like this in the world. Like, their gifts are amazing. So that's the first gift I'm going to be talking about. If you have that, comment below. I would love to hear if you have it. You don't have to be a landscaper to have it. You don't have to constantly be picking up the earth to have it. But if you, like, you'll know in your gut if you have it just by listening to it. It's just like a very, like, you would love to sit in the ground in the earth and just sit there, or you would love to do gardening. That's another one. Like, you would want a garden and you'd love to work in the garden, and produce your own like stuff, because to you it matters, that those things matter. And so, and you would love like grounding in the earth and just like feeling the dirt, and like that would be something. You'd probably also love hiking and outdoors and going on walks, those type of things. So if you do have this, start to listen to like what the empath is, like what the trees and what are they saying and what are you vibing from them, because it's a literal language of vibing that they give. And if you have the empathic gift of this, you'll understand what they're saying. So it's really cool. So anyhow, I hope that this was helpful, and I'm going to be coming back with more. So I don't know how long I will be doing them on Inspire Her too, but I'm going to be trying to shift over to my own personal page also. This one's the one that I share with my 3 sisters, and Jen has her own personal one, and Jess does too. So my own personal one will be called Heart Inspired. You can go check that out. I will probably link it in the comment or something below. All right, I hope you have a great day and hope you learned something. Okay, love you all. Bye.